Hello, Tom Ruggi. I am here today to talk to you about my newly purchased Elton John, Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboys album. What is unique about this album is the fact that it is factory sealed, but it's also factory sealed because it has Elton John's autograph inside. So it's a limited edition that was made way back in 1975. For those of you that know me or know of me, know I've got a great passion for collecting. Most of my collection is sports memorabilia, and most of my sports memorabilia collection is baseball. But I do have a few rock and roll type collectibles, and in particular autographs. I have a signed Beatles album signed by all four. I have a Led Zeppelin album signed by all four, a U2 album signed by all four. I've got a poem written by Jim Morrison, and I've got a few Jimi Hendrix autographs as well. But when this came available at an auction, it was something I had to have, and so I purchased it. The story with this actually goes back to my childhood, because I remember when this album came out. I was 7 years old, and a buddy of mine had it, and we were both infatuated with music, and we sat there at the round table and watched the album spin and listened to the music, and was a big fan of Elton John, still am today. In fact, one of the songs on this album is one of my favorite songs of all time, which is Someone Saved My Life Tonight. So again, pretty meaningful to me. But what's interesting about this is I am going to break Collectibles Rule 101, which is I'm going to open a factory sealed item, which not in theory, but probably in reality, devalues the value of this album. But one thing I often talk about is the parallel between, are you collecting for a passion or are you collecting for an investment? And for me, it's passion first, although I do realize that there is the investment component to it. In this scenario, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the label, because I am going to keep the label in case at some point, probably won't be me, but somebody ultimately decides to sell this. I will still have the factory seal included with the album. I'm going to open it and frame it and hang it on the wall. So with that, I will do so now. Have it. And there we go. Old school signature of Elton John, and also of Bernie Taupin, who is the writer of most of the music that Elton John does. So with that, next time any of you are in the office, you will probably see this hanging up on the wall somewhere.